What's up, everybody? Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome back to this channel. A long time. I know it's been a while, but we're back ready to get into a new franchise mode. Yes, it's been a while, but we have the right team for the next GM mode. I hope you all have been good. I hope it's been a happy new year. Let's get into this franchise, and the next franchise, the St. Louis Blues. We are here in St. Louis. You might be asking why. Why not Seattle? Why not some other teams? Why not continue the one from the past? We have the newish roster updates for this team and this game. It was right before the break, or right as the break ended, whenever that last update was. We should have it. Let's get right into this team. The reason why I picked this team first, let's start off with the coaching staff. Coaching staff. Montgomery, he is with 1 year left on this contract. I mean, great record as a coach. You would love to see it, but with this team and the way I'm possibly moving into the future, most likely he's not going to stick around. So that's first. But as of right now, he has a year left on his contract, so he's going to be here for a year. Peterson's here for a year. Playfair's here for a year. And Joylin, he is also here for a year. So all of our coaches have 1 year left on their contract, so it works out perfectly. And then let's take a look at this team. It's not a bad team. It's pretty good. We're just going to roll right into the lines so you can see how it's set up. And boom, this is the team. Not bad. It's pretty deep forward core so far. We have a +3 on this second line. We're going to have to work on it throughout this year. But my plan for this team is we have this 1 year window. It's all in this year, and then we're going to have to retool because Buchnevich is 30 years old. Braden Shen is 34. I mean, we have neighbors, but Sundqvist's 31. Sutter is 29. He can kind of stay for another couple years. We have Bukestad, he's 33. We have Joseph, 28, but I mean, we can kind of move on from some of these guys. Nathan Walker, I mean, he's a good depth piece. And then defensively, it's not the sharpest. We have Cam Fowler, we have Parayko. I mean, he is our top guy, but 32 years of age. It's going to be hard. We have Falk, Broberg. I mean, he is the future of this, so I may or may not put him up or down depending on how the season goes. But right now, he is right here. Kessel, actually, I want to put this guy in. Where is he? No. I kept him down in the AHL. Never mind. We have Kessel and Tucker. So this defense, this blue line, isn't very deep. The only future star as of right now that we truly have is Broberg. So we have to work on that. I mean, we do have one offensive defenseman at least, so that's going to be good for power plays and all that. So, like for right now, first line, I'm keeping him on here for the first line. That's what we're doing. But this D-core isn't good. Like, I mean, yes, Colton, he can be a first line D pairing, but not at 32. Like, he has maybe 1 year left in him, 2 years at most. I mean, he has no trade in his contract, so we'll work out trades later. But this defense, it needs work. If we are really going to want to make a run, we would have to at least acquire another 82, 83 overall just to take over that bottom pairing, and especially for injuries, because if injuries happen, or when injuries happen, it is going to be suckish. And then, of course, in net, we have Jordan Binnington, and then everyone knows this from the Atlanta Thrashers rebuild. Good old Joel Hafer, however you want to say it. We have two decent goalies for this team. I mean, same thing with Binnington. He is 32 years of age, so everyone on this team is older. So we have an older team who can try to compete right now for a Stanley Cup. Like, this is our window, and then we would have to absolutely rebuild. That's what I'm going to do with this team. In real life, as the standings go right now, St. Louis is in the bottom of the Western Conference. So in real life, they would be unloading people. We're going to give it a shot as of right now. to see how we can do with this team, because in this game, I don't want to just start throwing people away and tank the team in the first season, because that is going to harm us in so many ways. I want to be competitive. I want to at least try to win. And then it's like, if we're not in a playoff spot by the trade deadline, I will try to sell off as many pieces as possible, because why not? But if we are in a playoff position by the time the trade deadline comes around, I will make an acquisition for somebody in that top four, or excuse me, top six defense, second or third line. And then offense here, I'm fine with like what we have. Like we have a deep center core here, so if a winger gets injured, Suter or Bukestad can play on the wings and up, so that helps us. So I'm not really worried on offense, especially we have Neighbors and Holloway who can absolutely grow. Holloway, I'm bouncing back and forth. I want to start him on the second line for now, just because of the plus. He does play better on the first line, and we can move him up here. Like, this would be the line of the future right here, but we don't have a sniper. So Holloway, he might be just a specific second line winger, but he already has spark plug up to all-star level, or whatever that level is. It's not bronze. I forget what it is, but he already has that up there. So that is good. I mean, we have a bunch of X factors on this team, so we should have a decent team. We just have to hope the simming goes very well. AHL squad, this is a little bit better. We do have Pekka. He is older, so it doesn't matter. We have Dvorsky, who's 20 years old, top six. I mean, he's just a solid bottom six probably kind of guy. We have Jimmy Snuggard. I mean, same thing. I hope he progresses well, because he can be another bottom six good piece. Same thing with Dean here. Like, we have a couple forwards here who will fill out the future bottom six. And then out of our whole depth, like, truly the only one that is almost ready is Logan. But once again, he's only a top six. Like, depending on injuries or what, I may or may not bring him up down. And then we have good old Torrey Krug on this defense. But it doesn't matter. And then in goal, we have Colton Ellis, and then pretty much nobody else. That's who we would have to rely on if we call up. But once again, let's go take a look at the contracts and then lay out the pathwork of this team in the future. See, Binghamton, he does have a modified no trade clause, which is fine. I have no problem with that. He has 2 years left on his contract, so this would be his last year with this team. I have no problem moving on from him. I mean, in real life, St. Louis fans, you do have attachment to him. I mean, he did get you guys a Stanley Cup. I mean, that run was something to watch. So, in real life, they may or may not move on from him. We'll see how he sims in this game. Typically, he doesn't sim very well, which is not a bad thing. It's just an annoying thing, because he is a good goalie. He's been a good goalie in this game. For me, he just never simulates well. But for this team, I could possibly leave him here for 2 more years. We'll see how that goes. But those are our 2 guys. And then in the system, as you can see, we really don't have any. We don't have any prospects. That's one thing with this team. But that's the fun thing, because then we can put our whole entire stamp on it. It's almost like a fantasy franchise. Broberg, he does want a contract, 4.58. He's getting paid right now. What would he like? Same thing for 6 years. Broberg, I don't know about 6 years. We'll wait on that. I don't know if I want to pay you for 6 years. I mean, he doesn't want a clause, which is a good thing. We could probably save money on him, but let me know in the chat down below what you think we would do. I'm definitely going to extend him. I don't know for 6 years, maybe 4, because I don't know the timeline of this team truly yet. Yes, we have a couple long contracts with this team, but we'll see. Folk, modified no trade clause, so we'll see how that goes with this team. He only has 2 years left on his contract, but that's what I'm seeing with this team. We have a decent amount of expiring contracts in 1 year, so we have to deal with that. And then the same thing in 2 years. In 2 years, we have a decent amount. So this defense is going to change completely. In the system, we really don't have anybody. It's just top sixes and top fours. It's nobody special. Everybody's expendable in the system. Right wingers, one of our main guys, we're not going to move on from until he has his trade clause up, or we get to 28, 29, 29, 30. We're going to keep him for at least 3 to 4 years. Jordan Kyrou, he has to stay on this team. He's a piece. That's a challenge for me to work around, but it is a good thing. He is kind of like a playmaker scorer, kind of. I mean, look at that wrist shot accuracy. He doesn't have the power, but he has the accuracy, which is kind of good. We can work on it, but defensive category kind of sucks. We need to work on that just for the simming, but he is good. We're not going to move on from him. I mean, he has a contract for 5 years, so that's long term, and I wouldn't think about moving him or asking to move him until uh, these 2 years right here. Like he has to stay on this team. That's one of the stipulations. And then right wing, we really don't have that much depth. We do have Justin. I don't know why they don't have him signed. I don't know what's going on in real life why they don't have him signed, but um, I kind of want to sign him because why not? For just contracts reasons, so I'm going to do that anyway. Just for contract reasons, I have him signed, so when he does get better, we can get him on a contract faster. Left wings, same thing. Holloway, he's staying on this team. He doesn't want to re-sign. I understand, but I'm going to try to keep him on this team. He is a good player. I've always liked the way he sims. He sims pretty well. I haven't had him in this year's game yet. I would like to keep him. If he wants to move, he may move. 7 million. I'm gonna have to play you on the first line if I'm going to give you 7 million. Here's the one person, Buchnevich. Years ago in NHL, I had him on a team, and him and two other people, I forgot who I had on that top line, 120 points plus each entire season. It was with the Ducks, and I won like 6 Stanley Cups in a row with him. But that was like 2 or 3 NHLs ago. I think that was when he was on the Rangers. I traded for him, and then he simulated very well. I would like to see how he sims this year, but once again, 31 years old. He has 4 more years, well, technically 3 more years, of a no trade clause. But if we're doing bad, I am going to do my best to try to get him to at least a team to trade him because um, I don't want him on this team. He's aged out $8 million for an 85 overall. I may have to give up like another draft pick or something just for the team to eat the salary cap, or hell, I might have to eat half of it. We'll see how that comes when it comes to the point, but he's one of the other players I have to move on from. Neighbors, he's locked up for a couple more years. I don't have to worry about him. I need to grow Holloway and Neighbors for this team, and then centerman. Thomas, he's the future of this team, future captain of this team. I'm not getting rid of him. He's staying on this team the whole entire time, unless there's a huge blockbuster trade that comes down with him in it for another player who's better. But I think he's a solid first line center. He's getting 60 assists a year. That's not bad. I would like to see 70 or 80, but we need the line mates around him. He has the offensive awareness. He has the puck skill. He has the defense. This man has everything. A little less aggressive, but he's strong. He does body check a little bit, but he is the key piece to this team. Shen, Captain Shen, I can't get rid of him. I can't get rid of Brendan Shen. I can't get rid of the captain of this team, the leader of this team, no matter what his overall is. It is what it is. I'm going to have to keep him on this team until then. If I have to keep him scratched, I keep him scratched. It is what it is. I know he wasn't drafted here, but he's been here for a while. He won the Stanley Cup with them. Like he's a key part of the St. Louis team. So Brandon Shen, he's not leaving. He's staying on this team. Bukestad, Sutter. I mean, any of these guys underneath him, they're expendable. Sutter, I don't mind moving on from that contract next year. Like all these guys are expendable. And then down in the system, once again, there's nobody on this team. So this team is like a complete clean slate. Everyone is ready to be either moved on from, traded between the draft and what's the word I'm looking for? I'm blanking on it, but it's all right. We have no depth to this team. I think this is what it is. Forward depth chart, it's a C, but it's like we really don't have prospects. Like it says we have top prospects or strong. Not really. Like they're counting these guys up here, like Shen, not Shen, Holloway, Neighbors, Thomas. They're counting those guys. They're not counting the guys in the AHL that are top six. Defense, even worse. It's weak, as you could tell, and then same thing for here. It says we have prospect depth, but we really don't. This team does not have any depth for growth in the system. But when it comes to free agency, I'm not going to sign anybody on free agency that's still technically here when you start up the game. So Hughes, Rossi, McTavish, Grealish, any of these guys, Lafreniere, I'm not going after them. They can go to whatever team they want to, but I'm not going to make any changes to this roster. Truly the first season. So that's pretty much it there. Defense, if I do sign anyone, it's just a depth piece, but that won't be now. I'll probably trade for them. That will be later down the line. This episode is just an entry episode to the team and what we're going to go do in the future. But I wouldn't mind, just for you guys coming around, clicking on this video to get a little simming done. No more than 20 games, because the rest of that will be in the next episode till the trade deadline and possibly after the trade deadline, and then the playoffs, and then we'll continue with the schedule of almost a season in one video, if not the whole season in a video. Season goal, I mean, let's hear your thoughts on this team. On paper, we're looking good. There are some kinks to work out. I agree with that, but we can compete for a playoff spot. I agree. This team can make a playoff spot. Preseason, I'm not really worried about, but we can help our team. What do we want to help them with? Conditioning, I mean, that will help, but not really. To be honest, I don't want to do any of these. The only one I want to do is just team management, because I don't want to take any focus away from any scoring or anything that's on here, power or anything. Just team bonding. Let's have a good preseason. Let's just not worry about preseason. Let's get through the simming here. Already they're having trades come in for this team, and honestly, I would take this trade if it was closer to the deadline. A second and a third, that's beautiful. 2-4-1. That's not a good start and a good sign, especially because you're going up against AHL guys. So that's not a good sign for this team. But first game of the year, up against the Wild. Let's just get in here. Let's see the team here. What overalls are they giving us for offense, defense, and goalie? Let's see here. These blue jerseys. I've always liked the St. Louis Blues jerseys. They've always been clean. More of the royal blue than the two navy blues and yellow. I've always liked this team. Just the jerseys. I mean, they've always had nice jerseys. The retro ones, these red ones are a nice favorite. They're a low-key one. I like those, but it's always been the baby blue jerseys that have been really good for St. Louis. It's just nostalgia, like watching these jerseys growing up these jerseys. So it's nice. But what overall do they give our team? 88 offense, 78 defense, and 86 goalie. Okay, so supposedly the computer's saying rating-wise our defense sucks. So that's why I wanted to work on that. I didn't expect a 78 overall. I expected like an 82, maybe 80 at the lowest, but 78 is alarming. We'll have to keep an eye on goals and everything. Tough team to go up against. We're going to do playoff sim here just for the first game of the season. See what our team is made of. We have to get line chemistry going for this year. So after this first month, we'll try to get some chemistry for this team. See if anybody wants to agree on playing lines and positions. First power play for us goes nowhere. We did kill off the first penalty kill, so that's good off the bat. First period, a shutout, where I like it. It's only the first game of the season, 81 more games to go. Suter gets the first goal on for the St. Louis Blues. GM mode for us. Thank you. Trenton, he ties it up, though, just 4 minutes later on Binghamton from a hard angle shot power play for Minnesota. They capitalize with Rossi. Oh, that's tough. I mean, this is a tough team. They're a great team. This is just a good team. The fact that we went up 1-0 and gave up 2 back-to-back, Like I said, the defense rating, as they said for us, and our blue line, it looks weak. And we have two offensive defensemen on there. I typically only like to run with one on the team because everyone you can have one offensive defenseman, three two-ways, and two defensive. Those two defensive guys, I like to put on my first PK, or sometimes split it up with the two-way defensemen, or and keep the offensive defensemen on the third one, or the offensive defenseman. But third period, let's see if we can make a comeback. First game of the year at home with our fans. Come on, guys. Who's it going to be for us? Are we going to tie it up? There we go. Cam Fowler on the power play right on top of the circle is by a good shot. We kill off power play, but Johansson comes back and scores 3 minutes later to answer it. We got a little rivalry here for Zuccarello. I mean, in real life as well. 5. So, yeah, this is just a good team. 5-2, they beat us. I'm not surprised, especially with apparently how weak our defense is. But Minnesota in real life, after that huge trade, it's all in. It's all in. This is their window. If any time it was for Minnesota to win a Stanley Cup, it would have to be in the next year, if not two. Minuses, as you can see, Cam Fowler is up there, Folk. So both of our offensive defensemen, as you can see. And then our top line just got creamed. So, I mean, everyone was a minus on this team. We lost by 3. The only 2 pluses were our third line. So, it is what it is. Binghamton, what did you do first game? .815 save percentage. Nice. It is what it is. All right, let's get this first month underway here. Do we have any true rivalries? I mean, you have Chicago here. We can do a quick sim. Christian Woolen, I mean, what's his overall? 75? Nah, decline. Let's keep going here. Calgary, we're going north of the border. What are we doing up here in Calgary? 5-4 win, not bad. Vancouver, 4-1 loss. Let's go here. 1-3 Chicago versus 1-2 St. Louis. Let's go. First period, 2-0 for them. Burakovsky and Ruda. Second period, 4-1 Donato 2 times, and Suter with a shorty, not bad. And let's see if we can make a third period comeback. Power play for us. This is the way to start. Nope. All right, at least we killed off another one. No, I don't think we're going to come back. I don't think this team has the firepower. We don't have the snipers for this team. I believe it's just a bunch of two-way forwards, power forwards, and a couple playmakers. So I believe scoring is going to be tough with this team. That's one thing we need to focus on, is getting our prolific scorer. So first month is off to a rough start. It looks like the fire sale might be coming earlier than I expected. Hunter Skinner, he's the fourth line guy in the AHL squad. Johansson, just best lines in the AHL. Another trade, no thank you. LA Kings, a 4-2 win. Beautiful. The Utah Mammoth. 4-3 shootout loss. Not bad. All right, let's get over here. 4 more games. Let's go. Detroit and Pittsburgh. Let's see what happens here. 2-1 shootout loss. Pittsburgh 5-2 loss. Detroit 3-2 loss. It's not looking good, guys. And I think that was a injury till February. I skipped over that too fast. I'm going to have to... 5-2 win, though. I think that's a long-term injury that just happened. Oh, boy. What's the injury report? I'm probably not going to get anything back. Pending evaluation. Oh, that sucks. All right, let's go look at player injury here. Let's see if we can scroll down and see our guy. Where is he? St. Louis. No. Where's the St. Louis pending evaluation? I guess he hasn't come up yet, but it just happened where he was injured. Well, he's not up there, but that could be big. All right, let's advance the day. Broberg. That's going to hurt. 4-2 loss against the Blue Jackets here. I'm only going to advance a couple more days here. I'm going to get to the Capitals game here and see if they have the evaluation for that. Oilers. Okay, he's ready. So it wasn't that long term of an injury. So that is good. Yeah, there he is. Let's get him back on the first line. There we go. Back on the first line. Let's get a couple more games in here. I just noticed that I love EA. They do not care about NHL. For some reason, it still has Stuart Skinner on the fucking Oilers. I don't know why. I love EA. They just do not care about NHL. They really do not. I have the files downloaded from February, but it is what it is. Let's keep going. Washington, 4-3 win. There we go. Suter, Buffalo. Let's go. 3-0 win. Okay, we got 3 in a row now. We got a little streak going. We're coming back. Seattle, 4-2 loss. Okay, not bad. Just, these trades keep flying through. I'm not going to touch them because I want these trades. Jordan Binghamton's out to the 19th. That's not bad. That's only, I think, like a couple days. So, honestly, we didn't need to do that. Thomas is out, though, is our top guy. So, we have back-to-back injuries to 2 top guys. Cranley, let's call you up. You're going to be the backup. Why not? Let's go edit lines. Our top guy is injured, so that is not good. Alexandrov, you're going to be in net, and then boom, boom. There we go. Joel, how are you doing this year? 4-2, not bad. 2-2 on the season. 5-1 win. There we go, Joel. That's what I'm talking about. How many games we're in? You know what? Let's leave it up to Toronto. That's perfect. 19 games. We get 20 games in, roughly. That's going to be good. So we got a back-to-back here. Thomas is available to play in the next game. Let's just continue. Let's cancel it. Philly, a 4-3 loss. Vegas, we're going to be playing that game. Jordan Binghamton, he is back, so we have to go. Cranley, did you play a game? He did. He lost it, it looks like. But he had a 9.3 save percentage, which is good for a 68 overall. Good for him. Alexandrov, let's get you off that first line. Thomas, get back in there. Goalies, Binghamton, get in there. But Joel, you're going to be starting again. Vegas, 2-1 loss. And then our final game, 20th game of this episode and final. Let's go here. Toronto. It is a 3-2 shootout loss. So after 20 games, we have 20 points. 9-9-2. Just pretty average. Nothing too special there. Goals against, 22nd in the league. That's what I'm talking about. We have to watch our goals against. But our special teams, top 15 in both. So I will take that. Special teams is good. I like to be top 10. I don't want to be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't mind. Top 10 is good. That means we're scoring. Goals for could be a little bit better. I wish the goals for and goals against were swapped just a little bit. 2.9 would have been great. 3.1 for goals for, great. Stats. Let's take a look at this team so far so we know where to come judge it when we come back for the final games. In our division here, as you see, where does that put us? 2.9 in our division. We are the fourth lowest scoring, and 3.10 we are pretty much fourth and fourth. Power play percentage 17%, not bad. I will take that. Power play penalty kill even better, 87%, not bad. I mean, it's only 20 games in, but it's pretty good. I will take that. Points, Cam Fowler is leading our team in points. That is okay. He has 6 goals. What the fuck? All right. Jordan, minus 13 on that top line. So that top line is not working out. It has to do with the defensive awareness of Jordan here. So we need to work on that. So who do we think we can put in there? I think I could put Dylan in there. Neighbors can then slide over to that second line. So I may do that and then bump Bunevich down because he's a minus 10, 87. I mean, Thomas, he's also a minus 10. That top line is just not working. I mean, it probably also has to do with our defensive pairing too. So who's got the top so far? Our first line is the most negative, and then it's the third line. Yeah, well, a mix. I mean, these guys are on our penalty kill. They're our top PK guys, so they're going to have minuses. Who's our top scorer? We do not have somebody over 10 goals yet. That's what I'm talking about. We do not have a definitive scorer on this team. I mean, hell, we have a defenseman who's 33 who has as many goals as our top guy. So that's questionable. I mean, good for him. 3 power play goals. I mean, we have 2 defensemen here. I can't blame him. It's our top line. Yeah, our top D pair is not doing good, so I may or may not have to switch it up. And then goalies, how we looking? They both have the same save percentage, so it's not these guys. It's the people we have in front of them. So that's what we need to work on. We can maybe get some chemistry on each line. That would work out nice. Tage Thompson so far is leading our forwards with 30 points. McDavid and Tage Thompson with goals so far through 20. Defensemen, you have Rasmus with 30, 24, and 8 by Fox and Clark. Goalies, top goalie is Thatcher Demko. I believe in real life he's injured, but in this game he's not. Binghamton's up there, so he is top 10. I will take that. We'll go from there. So in reality, it's just our defense that's letting us down right now, and we can try to, in the next episode, get some line chemistry with this team. Buchnevich, I am going to move down, try to get Holloway out on that top line. We'll move Buchnevich over because he can play right wing, so we can do that. Third line is looking, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, they're a plus. Fourth line, we'll continue. I mean, we'll continue with the fourth line as of right now. Second line, it was just that switch. I needed that switch at least a little bit. And then our top line, I mean, our 2 offensive defensemen seem to be playing very well. Let's switch it up and see where we go from there. Broberg, I'm sorry, but I got to try something for our defense, and that's all the switches we're going to do. Just the first episode, a little simming, and a welcome to St. Louis. I'm excited for this one. Myself, I don't remember the last time I've done a St. Louis Blues GM mode, so I'm excited for this. I've always liked it, and let's see if we can get St. Louis their 2nd Stanley Cup. But if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it very much. And if you also clicked on this video, thank you. Can't wait for the next video. I will see you there. Please leave a like. Enjoy the rest of your day.